Just got done watching this video by Ramsey Paul where he was explaining that they're putting children on lists in Britain. I find that extremely troubling, because I come from a country, Nicaragua in Central America, where I have personally experienced what communist regimes do. They make groups, that are supposed to look out for the good of the revolution, And what that means basically is that they want to tell you what you can do and what you can't do. And if you do what they don't like, they put you on a list, And the problem with that is that in these types of regimes, like if you wanna get a job or something, you usually need a letter of recommendation, and if you don't get it, you won't get the job, and that's how they punish you. That's how they intimidate you, just so and they want to scare you, and intimidate you in such a way that it will leave you to be inactive. It would lead you to be submissive, to not want to put up a fight, because they'll say, well, if you stand up to these people, they'll punish you in such a way that it's not worth it, and that's the way these people work, and I find it extremely worrying that it's happening in Britain, in a country that's supposed to be democratic, and I see it all the time here in Central and South America, that you have lots of governments that wanna govern their countries in the same way. It's not just Nicaragua. You have Álvaro Colón in Guatemala, and you have Hugo Chavez in Venezuela, and Evo Morales in Bolivia, and Correa in Ecuador, and Kirchner in Argentina, and you had Lula in Brazil. I know he's not the president anymore; it's some chick, but she used to work with him, and she's of the same mentality. So the point I'm trying to make is, that the communism is alive and well. It just isn't called by the same name. People don't go around saying I'm communist. Now they say they're socialists or they're progressives. And even some of them, and this is for Latin America, okay? Don't quote me on this in the States or in Europe. Some of them even say they're social democrats, So I just think I'm just letting you know, that it's still going on and that it's a problem, and that communism needs to be combated every day. People need to stand up against it, because even in the States, I find people that call themselves comrades, and they've never been in a country that had actual communist rules, where they had rationed the food. Did you know that in Cuba, at one point, when they rationed the meat, it was like 8 ounces for one person a month? That's 8 ounces. You could eat that in one sitting in the States in a lunch. So that's the kind of shit that communism is. It's not good. It's bad. And anybody that says it's good and that's never lived in a communist regime or in a country that had that type of regime can kiss my ass, because I have. I know what it's like. I lived in the States too. I lived in Panama and Costa Rica, because for many different reasons, but I can compare. I have a point of reference. Okay? And that's the point I'm trying to make. I'm telling you that I've lived it and that it's bad. Thank you.